Hey, this is Steve McGuire from McGuire Organics. Today we're going to go over vermicompost. Okay, this is the freshly harvested vermicompost from the flow-through system. There's still some big pieces in it, which I'm just going to discard into a bucket, and I'm just going to place it back into the system just to get processed, to further get processed. There's still some stuff here, but it'll be fine. It's not actually nice and crumbly. It's not as wet as I thought it was going to be today. It looks and feels like used coffee grounds. This over here is already sifted, dried out and then sifted, so we'll go through a sifter a lot easier. There's still some stuff that is unprocessed, but that's why it's called vermicompost, because it's not 100% worm castings or worm poop. So there's different bits and pieces in here that haven't been processed, but it's still really good for the garden. So I'm gonna add this stuff to the garden today, and you can come with me and we'll do it together. Let's see, I think I planted a broccoli. It's either broccoli or cabbage right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sprinkle it right on top. There's going to be little pieces that haven't been processed, but it's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to keep on decomposing and have some matter in it, some extra matter, that's all. I've been trying to keep up on the weeding, but the compost I got was full of weed seeds, so I won't be getting any more from that supplier. It doesn't look like they did a hot compost. It looks like they did a slow compost, cold compost. I'm sorry. So there's a lot of weed seeds in this compost, and I'm not really that thrilled about. So that's what's going on with that. I'm trying to keep up on it, but they keep on popping up every couple of days. So that's how you use top dressed vermicompost. I'll give you a tour of the garden. This here is a bean. I think this is the bush bean that I planted. This is red Russian kale. This is carrot, lettuce, thank you. That was Hunter in the background. He's playing in some compost with his trucks. I had some compost left over that I put in a pile next to the compost bins. So he's being pretty good and playing over there. This here, I think, is broccoli. Some more lettuce. That's bib lettuce. There's more bib lettuce there. There's some more carrots right there. Kale. I have some spinach somewhere in here. That there is the Boston marrow squash. That squash gets up to 15 to 30 pounds per squash. Over here is cucumbers. Yes, Hunter, I'm going to show them the tomatoes in a minute. Okay. Everybody say hi to Hunter. Hunter, say hi. Hi. This is, right here is eggplant. This here is dragon tongue bean. That's another eggplant right there. These are green beans. I can't remember if that's a pole bean or a bush bean, but I'll find out pretty soon. This is this is a zucchini. That's another zucchini. That's a summer squash. This is another Boston mallow. This is a different squash. I have a pumpkin right here and right here, so the kids can have some jack-o'-lanterns in October. I have 4 different types of tomatoes. I'm not sure which is what. I didn't label them. I'll find out when they start growing. This here is a pepper plant. I only got 2 pepper plants out of the few that the 6 or 8 that I planted. The other ones I lost, but that's okay. There's always another time next year. Here's another tomato. We got a ton of tomatoes. All the tomatoes are in the 5-gallon buckets because I don't have the garden space, or the gardens, not the garden space, but the gardens to grow them in. That's another pepper. Red Russian kale. It looks like there is a carrot that, for some reason, there's a carrot with the red Russian kale. I don't know how that happened, but that's okay. But the tomatoes are looking very solid. What I did is that when they grew to about 14 inches, I took all the side leaves, not the side leaves, but the branches, and I snapped them off, and then I buried the plant up to maybe an inch to an inch and a half above the soil, and they've just sprouted. I gave them nice deep root base on all of them. Some of them are a little taller than others, but that's okay. I'm going to be making some worm tea this week, and I'm going to be feeding them the worm tea for fertilizer. I'm gonna continue giving them the vermicompost today, and I'll give you an update in a couple weeks on how everything's looking. Thanks.